Hello everybody, I'm a little late this week and I missed a video not too long ago, but I still wanted to go over this new card as it was a challenge to show people how to use the Maggots card. So Maggots is for the death team. It's a 3 cost. I currently have him at level 6, so once you get him to level 6, you get that extra attack and you get Scavenger to go along with Opportunity. Scavenger makes him a much better card, and it took me a little bit to learn how to use him, but I have a good example to show you of how the card can work well, so I'm glad of that. After level 6, I can see maybe pushing him up to here to get that extra speed. After you get him here at level 7, you don't get a really big improvement for what he does until level 10 when you get the third attack. So that's kind of just a breakdown of the card. It's how I look at it most of the time when I level. Your first goal is to get the second ability. Then the next goal is to get it to top speed. And then the last goal is top attack when it's at the very end. I could see wanting to get it here at level 8 for that extra HP, but he has scavenge. His HP can build up kind of quick. I admit 2 is low, so 3 would be nice to not have him die quite as easy, but positioned right, he's not going to get attacked really quick. So I'll go to my battles. As you can see here, I started trying to get the win here. Lost, got distracted. I won a game here, but I didn't use didn't I used him, and so I can show you this fight to just show you one example of how you can get a win with him, but I don't feel he was really a star of the video. Sorry about that, everyone. You can all leave me a little dude. Turn that off before you start recording because I forgot. So the way that I would normally place him, as you see here, is I wanted him here so he wouldn't get attacked. Playing chicken with him is kind of fun because chicken's going to die quick and give him life. Um, that's also why I played the what is this again? The cursed slime ball in the back row, looking for him to get killed, raise his HP, and then obviously, well, most of the time in a middle to low mana match, you're going to go with haunted spirit. We'll go through this one kind of quick. I'll speed it up because there's another one I want to show you in this video. So right there, he gets the scavenge, but I'm also letting his scavenge. So it's kind of an interesting battle to watch take place, right? So now he's going to deal damage to everybody on my side, but we both scavenge. Now I deal damage to his side, but we both scavenge. So you'll see how the life kind of just goes up for both of them. So it's kind of interesting when you're in a match like here. I really ended up winning this because of that poison. I poisoned his haunted spirit. It put him at a very big disadvantage. And after here, you'll see this is the reason why I was like, the Maggots did okay in this match, but my Maggots were not the strongest card, and it even looked like I was going to lose this fight. And the only reason I won is because he did not get a poison, and I did. So eventually, he just doesn't have enough damage. That was too late. He needed it much earlier to be able to beat me, and so I won that match. That showed you kind of an example of how the card can be used. I didn't get another win until here, so we can look at the battle details really quickly here. I'll go ahead and bring up this fight, and then we'll talk about the battle details. Replay. So, right about away off the bat, this was a relatively higher mana match, and he went here to even get more mana. One of the things you'll see here is he actually had some maxed out cards here. This is a good card at level 10, maxed out here at 8, maxed out here. The only one he doesn't have maxed out is here. The real advantage that helped me is that I ended up going with this taunt monster to keep this sniper from dealing damage to my sniper. Also, I had this back row heal to kind of counter. He only had a front row heal. I also had poison. The shatter ended up not mattering. I thought I might go against some armor, but I didn't. This guy has the affliction here, which if it procs super early could be trouble, because then I cannot cannot heal my tank. This isn't as big of a deal on the shatter though with my guy, because I've only got 2 armor and this guy only has 3 speed and he has taunt. So that armor is going to be gone from these guys by the time he even attacks. So his shatter is going to be a mute point, but mine's a mute point because his guys doesn't even have any armor. So we'll go ahead and watch this fight. I'll speed this one up to about medium, and you'll see the maggots here that I have placed in the third position. The idea there is for him to be able to gain a lot of life as other monsters die. So as you see, I got kind of lucky, and I was able to get a heal in. There we go. He targeted the opportunity, was able to take that guy out, which helped. They both scavenge here. That's the other thing about this new legendary tank, is that he scavenges as well. They get a poison on me, which you would think would put me in a lot of trouble, and it does allow them to kill my tank. But you see how things are setting up here. That miss was kind of a bummer, but oh, opportunity going to finish him off. And now he's only got ranged. So he is not going to have enough attackers that are going to be able to attack. And the nice thing is, with taunt gone now, his assassin now has to attack my back row, which puts him at a disadvantage. But you see the goal here of having him here is he get built up to 9 life, 10 life by the end of the game. And if he had to have fallen down into that first position before my Twisted Joker, he would have had a lot of life to burn through, allowing the Joker to get to a lot of attacks. So I kind of feel like that's kind of the idea on your setup that you want to build. Let me show that once more, and then we can talk about it just a little bit more, and then I'll end this video kind of short. So that one is the wrong one. It's this one. Sorry. As you can see, I'm not quite a pro at videos yet. But my idea here was to put a tank in here with taunt, meaning that he was not going to die first. It's pretty much impossible. Heal behind the taunt, and then my ranged monsters behind two scavenge monsters. So the idea is that you have to kill this guy first. Other monsters are going to die. This guy's going to build up his life, and he's going to be my last wall in front of my ranged monsters hitting that front position. It ended up working out pretty well. I did have the advantage to where he did not have this guy all the way up in level. It would have been maybe more trouble if he had that extra magic damage he can get, but he did have all of his other cards were maxed out, so it was a strong match. And I've only got this guy at level 2, so I wasn't fully matched out either. This guy's only at 3. I've only got my maggots at 6, so I got to work on getting them higher. Like I said, my next target is to get him up to that next speed at level, just I think at level 7. So in review, the Maggots card is an interesting card. I've always felt that cards with opportunity can be amazing or really not that good. It kind of depends on the matchup. If you really get stuck attacking lots of monsters with 1 life, never get any help, then that can be trouble. One of the other things that can be trouble is he doesn't get 3 attack until all the way at the last level. So if he gets a minus attack on him, you're looking at a situation where he'll be at just 1 attack, and if he gets stuck trying to hit a shielded monster, he won't be able to do any damage. So that can be a bit frustrating whenever you play any card with 2. But he's 3 cost. One of the nice things about this card is it sets up the death team to just have an all-star cast down here in the 3 cost range. You know, you got the assassin, you got the spider, you got the maggots, you got the spline ball, you've got, again, let's see, you got the undead priest, you got the skeletal warrior, and you've got the undead archer. So all of these cards are really good, and they all cost 3 or 2. And then and then also, I don't know about this guy. I got to get him to higher level. But there's another 3 cost card that's really good. And then when you go to 4, they now, in like a little league match, they have the jester, they have the astronomer, and then they also have now this guy, which is a nice little tank as you level him up. So the death team is starting to be, I think, one of the better teams for the low mana matches and the little league matches. just because of their plethora of cards and different combinations that you can do, even in a 12 or 13 mana match. And Maggots is a part of that. He was a new low cost card. He can be equal cost to attack, which is always powerful in low mana matches. So I hope you guys understand that while he might look like a weak card, he can fill in at the right time to help you win a match. I kind of saw in that one, it was one I dominated, but there was no way they were going to get past his life quick enough at the end of the game, even if a couple of things had gone different. So thanks everybody. This is Stever82. I'm getting out of here for now. Have a good one.